such a replica. That's $800.
Kind of died out. I didn't hear it for a while.
Which part is single most?
I get on when I go.
I know. I see a fully restored classic Collins.
Oh yeah, I know. You're in this county.
If you ever want to operate on it,
I always said he would tell you that. If I'm in that area, they're only a mile from the national park.
I should probably pick it.
So pick it.
Dominic talking with Dave Neppers about Collins Radio.
About 6, yeah. Okay. 5:30, 6 o'clock on Monday. 3805? 3805. So send me an email, collinsradio.comcast.net, and say, Dave, how about this get on the shoot a call? I should. All right, don't forget the form.
And that's it at the Ham Fest here in Dayton, 2014. And here we are at the Dayton Hamvention year 2014, and a little interview with Dominic. So Dominic, good morning. And what kind of weather we got here today?
It's Friday morning. Bill busted the line early again, and we got in before everybody, so we saw half of the places before everybody else did. It's freezing. Bill broke down and bought a t-shirt, sweatshirt rather, and I'm freezing my butt off.
Yeah.
So let's try to evade the rain and see if we can get some shelter down.
So what are we going to do a little later?
We're going to walk around and going to watch Bill buy something very expensive.
Okay. And what are we doing tomorrow?
Same thing we did last year on Friday.
Okay. And that's the interview with Dom, year 2014 at the Dayton Hamvention.
You got to put in the pile with the rest of the junk. Okay, now here's something that I got on eBay. This is an unidentified broadcast tube radio, and after I looked at it, it turns out it's from the 30s. Okay, I'm a sucker for that. So I couldn't find exactly which one it is, but there's a website called Nostalgia Radio, Nostalgia Air, that's it. Nostalgia Air. They have the schematics to all the old radios, and you can see by that square electrolytic in there, this is a really old one. And the tubes are very old too. There is one black metal tube, but notice the heat sink, not the tube shield that is to the very left there. Those are very unusual. So the chassis was all rusted up, so we got a Dremel tool with our little wire brushes on them and tried wire brushing up the chassis. That's very, very tedious. The wires keep coming off and hitting you. And generally it's really hard to get into the tight places with the wire brush. But it does make the chassis look a lot nicer. There we're wire brushing it up. And I even tried some Brasso on it. That didn't work. But there, that looks pretty good now though. And you can see all the metal tubes. And we got it to work, and then we went after the cabinet, which was pretty trashed. You can see a big hole in the... So we had to sand that all down and then use some Minwax on it. That's the trick thing for radios is Minwax. And you can find that over at any Home Depot. And that makes the cabinets look really nice. So we found some supposed grill cloth over at Walmart in their fabric section that looked pretty nice. So we used that for, there it is. And that's a perfectly working radio now. Works as good as it did back in about 1932. Here's an HW12 I found out at the swap meet that you can see is really scuffed up and trashed and thrashed and trashed and as dirty as can be, but we're going to restore it to perfect condition. First you take off the panel, and here's the magic solution, Novus number 2. This is the most needed solution for restorers. And I've been told it's getting a little hard to find.
So here we are at Dayton, second day, it's Saturday.
2014.
2014, in the same room we were last year. This time we found it because we wanted to get warm. I got things on my badge that Bill doesn't have. He doesn't have one of them.
Hold on, let me get a picture of that.
And it's freezing out there, but fortunately it's not raining, so here we are at Dayton 2014 in the same room we were last year.
And here we are at the audio alley with Dominic and at the Hamvention booth. So what's going on, Dominic?
Well, we have a few minutes before I have to do official booth duty, so we can mosey around the audio alley and see what's going on and maybe buy something.
Okay, so we're going to be heading on up over there. To be continued. Here we got Gordo at his selling area here. W5YI group. Now I gotta find Dominic.
This is what
Bob Heil demonstrating the differences between microphones.
Bill, you gonna buy a new microphone?
I have all the microphones I need.
Okay.
Yep. I'm not playing games. I have once in a while the smart ass come in there, you're doing something. No, I'm not doing anything. It's the fact that they didn't do anything. And you are suckers. You are suckers. It's ego and habit. And nobody's ever knocked on their door. I'm not knocking on their door. I want to blow the sucker totally away. Because they don't deserve to be at that level. And we're winning the war, let me tell you, with hundreds of artists. When you get Stevie Wonder to toss this out and take the position. Yeah. And I'm not playing games, it's flat. That's why I do it. It's like, hello. And again, what Stevie likes about it is the pattern, because Stevie doesn't always know where the microphone is. And he loves it. I mean, look at this. You would never know. I'm moving around like crazy. Well, you try that on anything else, you're out of luck. Oh yeah, about 40 people.
You're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too.
I'm very blessed, very honored and humbled. We're the only manufacturer in the Rock Hall. They have a whole room of our early stuff back in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, but the reason we're there is we're doing it all over again thanks to Walsh. I would never dream to come back into the market, but we did things because of my ham radio. I'm not afraid to try something. And these companies, we built the first quadraphonic mixer, and we built the first modular power amps and all this stuff so we could fix it fast. The first talk box, all that kind of stuff. And engineers are afraid to try anything. Because you got to go, let's see, X squared over R squared is oh, screw you. Give me a soldering iron and some resistors, and that's Joe and I. But I've been fortunate that Joe's been my friend all these years. We go out on camp concerts, and it's nothing for him to turn around in the middle of something. Hey, Joe, do that. You don't walk on stage to that. I don't care who you are. But I do, because they know something's going to happen, good or bad.
He's basically saying thanks to Joe Walsh, he did not even consider going back into making microphones for ham radio. That's it.
Joe is the reason. And
Everything's changing, and technology, what you can do, it's just yeah. It keeps me off the corners and out of the
Dominic at the Hamvention booth at Hamvention 2014. Audio Alley. There we are at the Dayton Hamfest, and I just had to show you this.
Yes, of course.
girls from?
Tokyo, Japan.
Tokyo, Japan? Okay. And your name? There you go. JD1MRG.
I don't have one.
You don't have a call letters. Ah. Thank you. And again at the Dayton Ham Fest. We got this table full of this stuff. And look at these. These are Goonie boxes. Gonset communicators from way back when.
I have a couple interesting ones I'd like to get from you.
Okay. Are you ready now or are you still back?
I don't get into pricing, and you know why? There's too many.
They're still there, but hey, there's the Mafia. The North Ride couldn't refuse. Oh, here's where they're all coming from, Dom. Look at all the rentals. Right in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna rent one.
So the way that thing's plugged in,
Yeah, maybe trying to spend some money.
I did all that yesterday. I've got a little bit of money to spend today, so yeah. That's what I hear, yeah. I just walked by and saw it. I'm glad I'm inside.
Great job at the
Thank you, that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. I've got the Newsline thing in too today, so.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, have fun.
All right, man. Take care.
Here's the Yaesu booth or area. The massive size of this radio.
Except for brochure? No. Okay. Same. Brochure. Okay. Thank you. This was the radio.
I wanted to know if they're going to upgrade or come out with a new version of the DMU. Just kind of old technology.
Yeah, it is.
I think so.
That's the Yaesu exhibit. Hamvention 2014.
Hold on, I'll give you a... Yeah, hold on. Hold on, buddy, come back. Hold on. I'm gonna give you guys instructions in the box. Read it before you use it, alright? Sure, don't worry. I know that.
And what is this?
And also here, any question, call me, alright? Read it as well, and also charge the battery 8 hours, alright? Charge 8 hours. Any question, call me tonight, no hesitation, alright? Enjoy tonight. Try tonight.
And there you go.
The USB cable.
Looks like he's selling computers.
Here is important lesson. Come you find
You want to explain the hat?
Yes.
Well, the hat, actually, since you're doing a video of it, all right, the hat actually does crank up.
Okay.
I had it here for 17 years. I was inspired by another gentleman who had a 440 quad on top of a helmet just like this. I said, man, I gotta do something better than that. And took about 3 days to build it. Came up with this, and a few years later, I put lights on top of it. It's been out here ever since.
Have you worked any DX with the antenna?
Well, actually, I've been out here in the middle of the flea market and hit some difficulty to hit repeaters in Cincinnati with it, because the bottom half of the tower actually has a counterpoise for the 2-meter rubber duck on top of it.
Okay.
So it acts as the other half of the antenna.
Very good. Thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
Take home today. And then one of the things is those knobs get kind of pitted, and the Novus actually takes out those pits too, and makes them look chrome again and looks beautiful. The Novus is a miracle solution. Now here's what somebody did. I found this radio at a swap meet. Some clown decided that he was going to engrave his phone number on the plexiglass right in front of his... Now, you could say, well, he was really stupid, but he had an excuse. He was blind. So he figures that he didn't have to care if... he was so worried that somebody was going to come in and steal his radio.
Actually, put data through it a while ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We worked in all the past.
Come by and practice aiming your antenna and being able to hear the downlink, and then being able to compensate for the downlink. Yeah, what I do with that is like on my radio.
Is that your antenna partner out there?
Yeah. Years ago there was an outfit that made a PCI card for a PCI slot computer that was an antenna control interface for satellite tracking programs. And he just thought it was a kind of a catchy title, so he named it the Kansas City Tracker. Bill's from Kansas City, so he's our Kansas City Tracker.
Not on SF50 that I'm aware of.
So you can transmit data up to the ISS at all times?
Yeah, he was using a handheld, a Kenwood D72 and digipeating through it and APRS speaking him through it.
This one, the need a radio with the yacht, like something like this that doesn't hear it. Because this only puts out like 100 volts.
A couple of minutes.
So it's about a 625 kilometer
Which satellite is that?
What's the downlink frequency?
This is $50 center, Moorhead House.
145, 960 is the middle of the pass band. It's going to be a sideband CW, sideband signal. And I need to, that reminds me.
So you're using the antenna to heat staffing, right?
Got to go upper sideband on the downlink, lower sideband on the uplink.
Oh, so you can't use like those Chinese handy-talkies because it's sideband, it's not for FM?
This is one that...
That's what this one is. We've got some satellites that are each way. Some are FM, some are sideband.
Got it. This satellite operates at 2 volts. Normally in Dayton, it's a telemetry mode for education.
Yeah, we shouldn't be there yet. Pretty quick.
What they do on the weekends, is they switch it over to full time so that means
What kind of rigs are you using that are sideband on them? I can't see.
These are Yaesu FP817s.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that's a Yaesu FP1634. 2817.
sideband receiver.
What percentage of the satellites would you say are not FM or?
The only one that's active that's FM right now, and that's SO50, Saudi Opera.
Really? So most of them are sideband?
Most of them are sideband CW right now.
Because in the table they're going, all you need is a couple of those Chinese handy-talkies. So that's not true.
Well, if you want to work SO50.
Only the one, but most of them are sideband. So I'd have to use my bring my Henry TS2000 out of the basement and put it outside the door.
Appreciate it. No problem.
And on these linear ones, transmits go one way, receives
Okay, we might, when we clear the building, we might.
because I noticed I've hit that side to go out and see.
That's going to be a pretty good pass.
So if,
We've got to get up above the building here in a minute.
Are you over the horizon?
Huh?
Are you over the
We're
horizon?
above the horizon now,
The uplink is lower sideband.
but we've got to get above the building.
Most of these using
You got a huge noise level there.
So it flips the signal, so to speak.
so it's not on the track.
Actually, we could probably turn that preamp off here in a minute. We'll see what
And in
happens.
fact, the reason they use inverting transponders is to reduce the amount of doppler. I didn't understand at first, but I went through all the, I went through all the equations and figured it out. And oh yeah, this does reduce the doppler. If you do it that way. If it's an inverting transponder.
Turn it off for a moment.
I actually
No, just switch.
So
Turn
let's
the switch
think
off.
about this way. So all you're doing is inverting
There you go.
phase 180 degrees.
Well, no, you're not
Preamp
putting on
off.
phase 180. You're using the opposite side. Oh, there's somebody.
So instead of up here going to wall, so you're just shifting it down.
Whiskey 5, Indian uniform, Dayton Hamvention. Okay, Terry, WB8OPH, W5IU at the Dayton Hamvention. First time I've worked this
Some
out
coming
on it.
down.
Anyway, it's sounding great. And we're in Echo Mike 79. I know you're pretty close. WB8OPH, W5IU.
And here we are at the arena area. Hamvention 2014. And you know what? Looks just like 2013. RL Electronics. Ameritron. AV Map. Malenko. Kenwood. DX Engineering. Who else? High Gain. Nuts and bolts. Oh, there you go. Ham radio outlet. Bingo. ICOM over there. And we're sitting in the stands over here. Taking a break. And that's it. Hamvention 2014.
Not quite.
That's actually what's happening. And in software, you can set the buttons up.
Bob Heil and Gordo doing a one-on-one interview. So Dom, what's going on right now over there?
Well, this is the Ham Nation and Twit live feed to the Twit network on 163 radio stations this afternoon.
Thank you.
Yeah.